The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us. We have the Dow Industrials down 189, Nasdaq off 68, S&P's down 22.5, gold contract down $1.30 at $13.30 an ounce. You have silver down 3 cents, $15.66. Light sweet crude down 71 cents, $53.30 a barrel. Now, it's going to be interesting about crude, folks. We were looking at that chart yesterday. You know, you had the high of October 2nd. $76 in crude, low at 42, December 24th. Bottom line is that if this crude wants to go south, this S&P could have some problems here. Notes and bonds, higher price, lower yield. You get the 10-year note up 9 ticks, 122.06. 30-year bond up a half a point, 146.06. And good old King Dollar, man. King Dollar this morning, folks, was up almost 400 ticks. You're up 88 right now. You're at 96.240. Bottom line is 95.830. Still fighting over it. Euro's at 113.5. You get the yen at 109.77, and the pound. The pound actually 129.72. The pound rejected lower price.
Okay.
You know, you had the Bank of England out there.
Yep.
And the guy that runs that, man, I really like that guy.
Carney, right?
Yeah, I like how his presentation, how he talks.
I was watching some of his press conference as well.
And he was telling them, hey, if you go hard Brexit, man, we got a problem here. Do you know what I mean?
There've been some strong, and how about Tusk's comment on Brexit, right?
Whose?
Raymond Tusk. Is it Tusk? Yeah, he was not happy with people that passed Brexit that didn't have a plan. We'll pull up the quote. He had some choice words.
Well, listen, folks, we get a man right here that always has a plan.
I like it.
We get our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Think or Swim, and we talk about a plan, folks. The bottom line is that, you know, we're in a nice trading market out here. And if you want to find risk, you know, we get earnings happening, you get a trading market, you get a wide consolidation, which, you know, bottom line, depending on how long you've been in the market, wide consolidations are pretty cool because you don't have to grab the bottom, you don't have to grab the top. You're looking for that little fat in the middle. Bottom line, come over to our website at TFNN, hit the TD Ameritrade banner. You can bring up the exchange, bring up the platform. They'll let you trade with paper money. Kevin and his team every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. You want to understand option strategies, futures. Great program. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How's everybody doing?
Listen,
doing well, man.
You know, Kevin, this is like crazy. I know you guys have had tough weather, but it's got to get warmer. This is like, it's like what, 75 degrees? It's like the
pretty
spring
beautiful
here.
Right now.
It's like crazy.
Oh, you're killing me.
I know.
Well, good morning
why
to you,
do you
Kevin.
hurt me? Why do you hurt me like that? But you know, I'll tell you what the other hurt is, Tom, and that is everyone viewing your show right now should write down March 29th. 11 p.m. London time, because that's the deadline.
Yeah.
That's when the UK is supposed to leave the Euro bloc.
Right.
March 29th, 11 p.m. So as we get closer to that date, things are going to get a little hectic here.
Yeah.
You know, and the question is, you know, how do you renegotiate this whole Irish thing?
Right.
The Irish backstop is the problem,
right,
with a lot of Brexit. So
yes,
they've got a lot to go through, and that's affecting all the currency trades, as you guys know. And then the rest is the Bank of England and what they came out with today and how they lowered their expectations. That put not only the foreign markets lower, but then that bled into our markets, and so we've got some mixed earnings today, and our markets are soft, frankly, based on that.
And you know, we all are in this situation at different certain times, but it's pretty sad when you have to depend on the politicians to get something done when people have already voted, because then it's like such a small group of people that have so many people's lives in their hands. It's like, I'm glad we're not in the UK, man. I'm telling you.
Sure.
Well, I mean, doesn't it appear to you I mean, from the little I know about Brexit, and all I can do is read what I think. I mean, the people voted for Brexit, but I don't think the politicians did.
No, they didn't.
And
they didn't.
They seem to say no to any deal.
No,
so
they didn't. You're right.
It's very difficult over
Well,
there.
because it's power. It's like power has to be taken. It's never given, man. Do you know what I mean? And this one's going to be a trip. There's no doubt. And you're talking about some serious business here, man.
Oh, yes.
You got the financial hub of the world, one of the financial hubs of the world.
Not anymore. Not to joke, but seriously,
that's can you imagine how many jobs and everything else?
They're dealing with,
it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
But if you're trading the U.S. markets based on that, right, you're looking for, number one, us to hold some key levels, and then how we consume and digest everything going on here. Because, let's face it, they're going to be writing books about this later, how the Eurozone and everything over there weakened without the U.S. weakening, right?
Yes.
With the U.S. coming off its unsustainable highs, but still pretty strong here in terms of growth. And think about this. I thought Kevin Hassett, who was on TV last week, made a really good, interesting point that should make everyone think. A north of 300,000 non-farm payroll within a quarter, 60% of the time leads to a 3 handle in GDP.
Right.
60% of the time. Can you imagine what would happen if we throw a 3 GDP number for the first quarter?
Well, and we talked about this, I think, yesterday, and you was talking about it, Tommy. The American consumer, right? I really feel like, if you go back 10, 12, 15 years, folks, okay, the American consumer on a continual basis kept bringing the world back, okay? Yep. Then, a couple of years ago, they're saying, well, now it's the China consumer and all this. My take on it, it's going to go right back to what we spend. It's the American consumer. I mean, because that's what drives everything, man. And if the cash flow's there, it's gonna stay there.
Sure.
The best thing I can tell you about that is a couple of years ago when I was in Ireland, and they were talking about their economy, and I'm like, well, what does the Irish economy need to get stronger and recover? He looked me right in the face. He said, the Americans.
Right.
When you come here, our economy gets better.
Right. Yeah. And you can see that because what ends up happening, so picture, you go on a trip, you save some money to go on a trip. Okay, you're going to spend more money, in a week and a half than you have in a while. And you definitely have than Europeans. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. You know what I mean? And people are going to get tipped, which they don't even understand in Europe. Just in general, I'm not saying anything bad about it, but that's real. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you did a service, man. We're going to take care of you. So that's extra cash for everyone, right? So
Twitter was, there's some questions about Twitter. Chipotle killed.
Yes.
We're going to trade. We're definitely going to trade. Some of the toy maker names, they don't have very good numbers, but Skechers, we're going to look at that. That's looking at it more than a 10% move. SKX. We're going to look at that during the show today because that's looking for a big expected move based on what the stock trades. So, just like always, guys, we're going to trade everything that moves.
And what's so cool? Skechers, man. I love Skechers because Skechers is a personality stock, man. That thing could go to the moon like in a second, man. It's, pretty wild.
Look at that. $3.50, the expected move on that for a $27 stock.
No,
I love pulling out that stuff.
Totally. It's a volatile stock.
I look forward to it, Kevin.
Kevin, folks, right here, 45 minutes. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. Have a great weekend. We look forward to speaking on next Tuesday.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, man. Stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks.
The Taz Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 147. Nasdaq off 59. S&P's off 19.5. And we have some big action in natural gas, but we may even get bigger action.
We sure do. So let's start off with the story we were just reading. That way we got 12 minutes, right, until we get the EIA numbers. I was saying there should be an interesting report. And why not? Let's show the action first this morning, right? So we got quite a little drop even from the overnight at about 2 in the morning Eastern time. We dropped from about 268 down all the way to 260. It's been quite a decline overall, nonetheless. Right. And the news story is just talking about how the future is sinking to the lowest level in 10 months as the forecast showed demand for the heating fuel evaporating in the country's eastern third, like we were just talking about, right? You're saying 75 here compared to that. But this is the inventory report after that polar vortex. So the government report, the EIA, we're about to get in about 10 minutes, is expected to show the winter's biggest stockpile decline after all those cold temperatures. But warmer temps are allaying concern that there won't be enough of a heating fuel stored in aquifers and salt caverns to meet winter demand. Interesting stuff. So with that in mind, I'm going to pull it back over here. So we're looking at the March contract. Let's start it off and see where we are. I'm not sure if these are going to line. Oh, look, it's perfect. We're at 261.7. Not exactly perfect, but we have options at 260. A penny and a half.
It's a good one.
Yeah, a penny and a half in the natural gas market doesn't seem like a lot on either side, especially if you happen to be maybe bullish, where you're starting with that bullish advantage. So $23 on the bullish side, 16 of that being essentially intrinsic value that you're paying for. And then on the bearish side, 7, just representing the 7 ticks you're paying under 260, but you're out of the money by about 16, right?
So 3 pennies.
Yeah, about
wait,
three, exactly. 3 pennies that you need away from 260 where you start to break even. That's your 11s. Let's jump around to the noons, which we like sometime. And what's nice, same exact price spreads.
Okay.
260 on the bullish side. Excuse me, this is what I actually really, so this is your 11 a.m. You're paying 2.3 pennies or $23. And look at how this goes sometimes. What just happened here? We're 1 penny away. $1 away, 1/10 of a penny away in the contract for that whole extra hour of exposure on the bullish side. It's taken between 1 and 2, but you can really get a feel for it. And that's what's nice is you just get to say, do I want to pay for that extra hour?
Right.
Do I want to? So the bullish side going to cost you about 25, and then the bearish side, go back into the noons, 260 down to 240, and again, here's your 11 a.m. Here's your noon, costing you about an extra penny. So you're looking at 3.3 pennies. Pretty cool, right?
It is cool.
Yeah. Now let's see where we line up if the dailies. Okay, so now these go 40 cents instead of 20 cents. Really the bigger factors that they go till 2:30. And let's see what these are. So we were paying, this is going to be your bearish spread. This is going to be your bullish. So instead of paying 25 about, we were playing for the noon, you're paying 29.
Yeah.
Now again, you get 2.5 extra hours, and you do have the price. 20 cents is a lot, but you 2.5 extra hours. That's a real deal.
Yeah.
And then on the bearish side, instead of paying like 7 or 8, you're paying about 12 out of the money. So
that's not bad, man.
Till 2:30.
That's serious.
Yeah, so you need, your pivot points 260 on all of these, and you need we went pretty much almost like 2.5 pennies for the 11, 3 pennies for the noon, and about 4 to 4.5 pennies for the 2:30.
So let's bring up the Bloomberg. Let me see this intraday out here. So intraday, this is going to get interesting because we know that it's moved more than that. Look at this. It's moved 10 cents.
Yeah, it just made it all the way up there, right?
Yeah.
And then probably sold off.
Look at this move. Okay.
Kaboom.
So, I see. I'm going to go like this. Oh, I like
Look at that.
Yeah, totally. I just learned that. You just taught me that.
That's perfect.
Okay, so let's see. So you get a little blurb up there. So blurp's up to 263. It came down. You really tested that low. Yeah. Well, that's going to be interesting because 261, yeah.
It's remarkable we haven't been down at this level. Now, you could always just take the bullish side. Maybe you say, man, we were so low for so long.
To me,
I'm just pointing it out,
It actually...
Or you can take the bearish.
The way that it's looking is that I don't think it's going to get much movement. I think it's going to get movement to 263 because it looks like intraday we already tested like that low. We tested it with light of oil.
Sure.
And then see that one bar just to your right a little, that's a little buy there.
Sure.
So it's like, okay.
Sure.
And then you can make the case that, okay, they're tested, but that looks to me like 263 is probably game.
Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting, man. I mean, okay, we'll get...
Yeah, I just want to back this up a bit to put the quick trend, and we will. We'll get up there for him.
Oh, I see what's going on, yeah. We're going to open
Yep.
up, yeah.
Let me find the right Bloomberg now. So this is the trend. I mean, this is just going back 30 days. But man, we haven't been down here in a while.
Broke out of flows,
yeah,
right.
I mean that's quite a drop. And just zooming it in, I mean, there's your acceleration below those lows, and I don't even need to draw the line, right? There's your trend. Boom.
Right. Well, I heard that the fundamental numbers in West Texas. They had an analyst on yesterday. So picture this, folks. So West Texas. If you go back to the Rockefellers and everything, and Getty, that was the beginning of the oil boom in the United States in a huge way. Then it went from there in Pennsylvania at the beginning.
Okay.
So West Texas, though, folks, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, they thought it was done.
Okay.
Right? Then shale comes in, right?
Sure.
And so what has happened now is that we do 11 million barrels a day, right? Produce 11 million barrels a day in the United States. Well, 5 million of those are in West Texas, which they thought was done. And on top of that, though, every time they shale, that's all gas that they got to get out of there.
Okay.
Because the gas is coming up with it.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, if the acceleration went up that much in oil, that means there's more gas. Now,
Okay.
the problem with gas is that you got to capture it, then you got to bring it somewhere, right? But evidently someone's capturing it. There's a lot of it because Exxon is going to turn around and put they're going to put $20 billion in a new just gas plant down there.
Okay. Maybe that's why we're at the lowest price level we've seen in 10 months, right?
Right.
Sure.
Because the bottom line is that the more oil that we have, the more gas that's going to generate it. And the key is that how do you get the gas to a market to sell?
Sure.
Instead of just letting it go up in the air.
Oh, yeah, because we've seen sometimes where certain parts of the country drastically different prices because natural gas is not quite like oil where it can't have that much of a discrepancy, and you see it sometimes with oil, but natural gas in particular, huge price spikes when those demand, and they can't just transfer it across the country.
Well, we can figure that out first to be in good shape.
Oh, I imagine there's a lot of big money trying to figure it exactly. So the number we're looking for, we break in about a minute and a half. It'll be perfect. We'll come right back, and they're looking for a decline of about, whether median analyst estimate 247 decline. They do a Bloomberg survey, 245. Prior week we had a decline of 173. There better be a decline because for all of those temperatures, if there wasn't a decline then, we're coming back to really warm temperatures, and that means there's going to be no decline whatsoever, and you could see the price even plummet from there.
If you watch the weather, folks, I was watching it last night, and what they're talking about is that there's a warm spell. Well, there's a cold spell, further up north, and normally what happens is that comes down south.
Okay.
Well, there's some kind of a system that is above Georgia that is stopping it all.
Okay.
And they expect that's going to stop it all for a week. So there's a full week that, in Georgia, northern Florida, Georgia and northern Florida, like right now, can, be 30, 35 degrees. I mean, it's February 6th.
I think I'm going to say we're going lower, and I'm going to say, so I'd take this out of the money, bearish till noon.
It's a beautiful thing.
$8, 8/10 of a penny under 260, and I start making some money.
It's a beautiful thing.
There we go. We'll
stay right there, folks. Come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Tommy and I are going to be right back, folks. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
folks. Okay, so we get natural gas stockpiles fell 237 billion BCF.
Billion cubic feet, you got it. So the expectation had been about 245 to 247. So not even quite the decline they were looking for. A little bit of a miss. And we got a little bit of a drop, as you would expect. There's more natural gas. You know, the decline wasn't as big as they thought. You got more natural gas. It's going to be a cheaper price if you have more supply in the market. And we got natural gas dropping, so we're at about 260. If we had played with that bearish one that I was looking at, where I'd be at like break even right now, only because the bid offer spread, right, getting in 259.2. And that's this continues to go. Oh, yeah. And then what's nice is this was the noon trade. Keeping in mind. So you'd have a good 90 minutes as you'd wait for that number. But nonetheless, I said to you the break, right? I said there's almost no good number that could come in. Because let's say it even dropped. Now, there obviously is. If there was a decline of like 400 billion cubic feet, something like that. But if there was more, everyone would say, well, geez, you better. The country was just in the coldest it's almost ever been. Right. But what are you going to do next week? Yeah, exactly. When it's, you know, and I know we're talking about in the den. I even saw somebody on Facebook, 0 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Denver. I saw somebody post in around that Denver area, minus 11 Fahrenheit. So they're still dealing with some cold temps, but a little bit of a miss on what was imagined to be one of the coldest weeks we've had in a while, will have in a while. And you got natural gas now under 260, 259. We'll check back. Wow. Yeah.
Let's go take a look at Grubhub. So Grubhub is getting smoked out here.
Oh boy.
This morning. Yeah.
I saw.
So let's see. So down $14 on a $70 stock.
Yeah, it was an $84 stock, right?
Okay, so this online mobile platform, restaurant pickup and delivery orders. Yeah, these delivery people.
They're competing directly with Uber Eats, I imagine.
Uber Eats, and Amazon's going to get into this business.
Oh, for sure.
It's a problem.
Amazon Eats, they're already in this business.
They're already there.
Oh, they are.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't use them myself, but it's Amazon. They're there.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Right.
So let's see what they had to say here. Okay, fell the most in 3 years after food delivery service gave forecast for earnings in current period that missed analyst estimates as the company spends heavily to compete with formidable rivals.
You can't compete. You better be innovative because you're not going to outspend Amazon.
Right. And what's this one? Private competitors have been aggressively muscling in on Grubhub's turf with companies like DoorDash. DoorDash is a lot. That's around here a lot.
Sure,
I see
and
that
Postmates, I know that one. Maybe that's bigger in New York or whatnot. Meanwhile, Uber sees its food delivery service as a key piece of its growth story as it prepares for a public offering later this year in terms of the Uber.
So it's been adjusting its business. Traditionally, Chicago-based Grubhub relied on restaurants-owned couriers to get food to customers, but a new generation of startups created fleets of drivers to manage delivery themselves. So Grubhub has been building its own network. Oh, yeah, I see.
They're literally building their own, like, Uber Eats with Uber drivers, yet, you know, how are you going to compete with a company like
They didn't move fast enough.
Uber?
Yeah.
It's just Uber Eats is like just a factor of having Uber, right? That you have all these drivers, you say, why don't we just allow people to do that as well?
Totally.
Versus trying to say, why don't we build out this whole army of drivers to deliver our food? I don't even know how you approach that. And let's just, how big of a company are they? $6.5 billion company. 2,100 employees. Wow. Quite a number.
Hit that revenues for a second.
Sure.
Look at that, man.
Big numbers, man.
It's a big number.
These are big numbers, too, when you look at the profitable, which is amazing.
Well, what happens there, of course, is that 2015, folks, they took in $361 million revenue. This year, $1 billion, which is great. Now, they're claiming $1.4 billion next year, but guess what? That thing can change so quick, man.
Yeah. Let's jump back. What did they actually say when they rise? Did we get? Let's see. Earnings before interest tax would be 40 to 50 million, below the lower estimates in the fourth quarter. Revenue and adjusted EBITDA missed. The shares tumbled. Okay, so then even
let's do another story.
Sure.
We'll get some numbers. Let's see.
Maybe that puts exactly here.
Okay, this would be a little.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. They had.
They were gonna. Fiscal year adjusted earnings before interest. 302. No, that's going to be more like 235 to 265.
Right.
That's quite an earnings number. First quarter revenue 310 to 330. Looks like that's kind of in the middle versus to the lower end of their range. Again, the earnings a problem. They revised to 40 to 50 as opposed to 70.
That's big, man. Yeah. If they did that next quarter, they'd be down to 30, 35.
Yeah. Yeah. Just digging it down. So fourth quarter active diners, 17.7 million.
Wow.
That's quite a number, man.
That is, man.
And daily average, so they do almost 467,000 meals. Yeah, and they 1.4 billion.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess that, like you said, though, I mean, that's going to be a scary notion if you own this stock and you start seeing that, hold on a second, like you're making good money, but you're telling me you're going to start spending all that money to try and compete with Amazon? I mean, that's not, you know what I mean? Like
and the other local people, because like that DoorDash, I don't believe DoorDash is public, but I see it a lot.
Sure.
So I think in different cities, there's probably good startups that just getting traction.
You take on a local,
right?
But again, they're all competing with Amazon, which is excuse me, Uber and Uber Eats and Amazon, exactly.
Amazon's going to be the next big number.
Oh, for sure,
no doubt.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here, and what I expect you're going to see out here, folks, it's going to be interesting to see whether we do have an expansion of volume. If we do, that is saying that your next leg down in the marketplace is happening. You get Twitter down 326. Look at this. That's a bio. Oh my God, we gotta look at this. Look at that. What the heck is this? This is a crash for sure.
Solid Bioscience.
Yeah, solid. All right. Let's see. So, this is a company develops therapies and devices.
Okay. Duchenne. Muscular dystrophy.
So.
Oh man.
Yeah, no revenue. Something that came across. So the stock's down 2/3 today, and it's probably something that didn't go across. Yeah, they didn't like the data. Therapy data crashes on gene therapy data. Solid Bioscience shares hammered it early after initial results from an early stage trial for its muscular dystrophy gene therapy showed minimal responses. Yep.
Yeah. And that's always tough when you, especially when you're dealing with these companies that are only predicated on certain things. Like, so they crashed. I think their market cap I saw was about 250 million now. This is why I bring it up all the time. You know, you have a company that you're dealing with only had a market cap even before today of like 700 million, 750 million. You know, if you have, it's just a very dangerous game when you're at that level, and when you're built on a story and a hope and a promise.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a $750 million market cap built on one drug that's going to trial. And unless you really have some information about that drug or you know, not even inside information, you're just aware of what's going on and the likelihood that that's successful. But
that was quick. That's quick.
Oof, man,
but that's those biotechs too.
It is. Because, and people know, a lot of people know that trade them, right? You get the good report, and it pops the other way.
Traded them all the time.
Oh, he did?
Bud Rolfs is a master at those biotech, but he knew them fundamentally,
I was just going to say, he did great work on literally understanding what exactly, when those trials were coming to do, what was going on, let alone combining the charting with it, right?
877-927-6648. You get the Dow down.
Sorry, we're going to check back. 260 on that natural gas as we go into the break.
You get the Dow down 109. Nasdaq's off 46. S&P's down 15. Gold's down 340. King Dollar's not holding price, folks. So I expect the King Dollar's going to try to get under this 95, 830 mark. Doesn't have to do it today, but you get quite a pullback, and it's the pound that's going higher. That pound rejected lower price out here today. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up. No, up. Dow Industrials
breaking the
down.
trend today, baby.
Seriously, Dow Industrials down 112. You get the Nasdaq off 48. S&Ps are down 15.
How about just taking a look at some of the currencies real quick? I like this chart. I pull up the 4 of them because, man, I'm sure. Yeah, so there's your dollar move in both directions, right? You talked about early this morning.
Yeah.
To back it up even a little bit more, quite a run. That's yesterday's action, trading higher. And then this morning, trading higher. We make it up all the way to like 96,640, and we're down almost 200 ticks from that level. There's your euro. Of course, that inverse spike.
Look at that. That's starting to move higher, too.
Yeah, it is. And that's, I believe, those two spikes in here when you had Carney actually speaking at about 9 o'clock or so.
Right.
Or just ahead of that. The yen trading 109.80, and there's that pound. Quite a move for sure. From 128.60 all the way up to, did we get to 130? Just a hair under it. 129.96. Quite a move for sure.
No, big number.
Yeah.
And
go for it.
I'll just get another one. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I want to look at that euro.
Sure.
The pound to me definitely wants to go higher. You know, this is a good move out here again today. Oh, the euro might be able to do it. This is cool. Okay. And what I'm saying, folks, you know, the euro last time up we got to this 115.
Okay.
But what it didn't do is didn't break a swing low out here.
Sure.
It rejected it today, which is positive. You know, I mean, see, the last time we were down here on the 24th of January, we had broken that low of January 3rd.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
so this time you didn't, which is positive. So that in itself technically is saying, okay, that wants to go higher. The pound, this thing has real juice, man. You know, and maybe traders were looking, like what Carney said, that he was giving everyone a heads up that if you do this hard Brexit, you know, you're going to have the problems.
Sure.
So don't come back to me later and saying there's going to be no problems.
I can see that.
Yeah. And so
I don't know why they need to be told that at this stage, right? But
yeah,
but nonetheless, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's they have to be.
No,
that's what that comes down
it's
to.
amazing. Like Kevin was saying, March 29th, I guess, 11 p.m. Didn't realize.
I know, that's cool to know. Yeah.
But man, it's amazing. It's February 7th. That is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had, was it Sunbank?
SunTrust.
SunTrust.
BB&T, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, STI. There we go.
Okay. So this baby's getting taken out. BB&T's buying it. It's a stock deal, straight across. $28 billion. They're saying all stock.
Yep.
So, you know what's interesting here is that, so BBT, so the market thinks it's fairly valued evidently because they're both up, you know, slightly.
Yeah.
That being said, I want to show you something, folks, in the XLF. The XLF, I'm not shot the XLF, but it looks to me like the XLF is done going up also. It's pretty intriguing. It got right up into this October 11th, the time frame. You pull this back a little. You can almost pull back every indice right now, and you can see that you're still sticking out with the lows that were established out here in December. Those are high volume lows. 2205. It's like, okay.
It was a record-breaking December on a lot of different sectors,
right.
for sure.
It's like, okay, that thing wants to be tested. Chipotle, right?
Yeah, everyone's eating their burritos at Chipotle, man.
Everyone's eating there again.
No more salmonella, I guess. Is that what it is, right? Yeah, it was salmonella.
Yeah. So now what's intriguing here, this is right into...
You want to talk about January's, man? How about just their January? We were just under $400. We're going to be above 600.
Yeah,
crazy.
And they're right. They're right into where the bottom line is that's where this thing happens.
Their woes began.
$757.
Quite a number.
In October. By November, you're down to 532.
Yeah.
By December, you were down to 477.
Yep. And the next month, you were down under 400. Amazing.
And so, when you go through a supply line, you want to look at this. Is a good chart to really understand how long it takes to get through a supply line. Number one, and you can see the first time it went up in August, right? The volume expanded, which is pretty good. 19 million, 19.9. You're still coming into 40 and 26. You go back down with 19. You go back up, can't make it with 13. You go back down with 15. Oh, no, you go back up with 15. This is the one. So you have two of them that were going in trying to take out that supply line. And that's positive.
Sure.
So now I suspect that at the end of this month, this is going to try to make its way all the way.
And it's amazing that it's went through these woes when you look at what the market has done since 2015.
Right.
Gangbusters.
They're growing, man. I was reading this thing. I mean, they even in this whole deal, folks. They're growing. I think it says 40. There it is. Yeah. So they're averaging about 38 to 40 new restaurants every 90 days. It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of restaurants. And next year they expect the same deal. So imagine having to build that many restaurants.
Oh, sure.
That's
the other thing you think about it though, just to put, because I do it in, you do the gymnastics in your head. So you have a $16.5 billion company, right? That's only kind of one a day in every state, maybe. So you think about how many people you have in each section, right?
Yeah.
You probably have one person in a state in charge of. You only need 50. You only need 50 people opening new stores.
68,000 employees.
That's what I'm kind of going over, But it's mind blowing when you add it all up. But when you just think about how big they are, man, it's like, man, they got them everywhere. Let alone, and where? How do you break down where they're different regional with their revenue? Is that in the revenue one where they show their?
It might be.
I'm talking. Yes, that's all. Okay,
Yeah.
I was hoping they would break it down to geographic down here, but they don't. They just kind of include it.
Yeah.
Quite a number, man. Every 90 days, but look at they've been struggling with that growth. Pretty remarkable. They were at 4.5 billion in 2015. They're at 4.9 in 2018.
Yeah, but I guess look at the acceleration in earnings.
Yeah.
906 this year, 1214 next year.
How about they almost lost money in 2016?
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
Yeah, right. That was the heat of their demise.
It was one after the other after the other. That's the
It's
thing.
a real deal, man. Yeah. And they have quite a competition ahead of them though, because the world has changed in terms of we're just talking about it. They got a new competitor on the block in terms of Grubhub. Amazon Eats, Uber Eats, and that they were at the forefront of some of that healthy living. Now that's a very prevalent deal. They get a lot of competitors in that industry for healthy living, whether it's on Uber Eats or just people being more conscious in general. So there's more availability for that food.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at those S&Ps. So you talk about moving around nicely. These we just went south 7 points in about a heartbeat here. Look at this thing. You gotta love it.
Definitely.
That is quite a move, folks. Okay, so we got up to 27.18. You're 27.08.
Yeah.
They just sold right into this thing.
Sure did.
And if we take a look, okay, so the next bar is, this is where it's going to get dangerous.
We just started that bar.
So the next bar is just starting.
Yeah.
And what happens, folks, is that if you get a bar starting down at the lows, this is where this gets really interesting, because what happens...
What is the low there?
Low is-
27.0550.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And I did this... actually, you know what's going on, folks? This is an ABC down to 2,700. I did this morning when I did the first breakdown. When we broke down at the 9:30 mark, this thing broke... Actually, no, it wasn't the 9:30 mark. It was the 8:10 mark.
Okay.
That's your ABC structure down at 8:10.
Okay.
If you take a look at that, you're going to see that your price projection is 2,700. And the 2,700, watch this, is pretty cool because it comes all the way over on the, what is that, the 4th?
Yes.
And the 4th?
That's Monday, yep.
2697.
Okay.
We're going south, baby. Stay right there. Come right back.
The universe provides us with opportunities all the time, and I was no different. In 2006, I invested $2,500 in a 2-day master trader course taught by Tom O'Brien, then ranked as the #1 market timer for gold. The fact is, if you want to be the best, you must learn from the best. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability and the Market Timer of the Year for 2018. To celebrate this accomplishment, TFNN.com is offering you a free 2-week subscription to my award-winning newsletter service, and there's no charge to you until day 15 unless you cancel sooner. That's right, we're waiving the normal upfront deposit, and this offer is available to anyone and everyone, even if you've tried Mastering Probability before. Sign up now, and I'll teach you the tool that identified the bottom in the Dow on January 26th, the morning that led to the largest daily point gain in history. This offer will expire on February 10th, so go to the homepage of TFNN.com now and click on Mastering Probability.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 216, Nasdaq's off 82, S&P's down 26, and your natural gas, man, it's a good trade.
Yeah,
that
it's getting a
baby's
little
getting
acceleration. We're now at 258.5. These were the contracts that I was looking at for that bearish one. Right now, you'd be able to get back about 17. You were putting up 8. Even with the dollar commission on each side, you're investing 10. You're getting 17 back. But I think I might let that one run a little bit, considering that your risk is still capped there at a pretty affordable 17, and I'd be looking for quite an expansion.
You got the noon one, too, right?
Yeah, this is the noon. Yep, noon.
Right.
That's why I keep on pulling each one. So you got an extra hour. And, yeah, I mean, that contract, just putting it real quick, even on an hourly, man. I mean, you're talking about big moves. We were just at 290, what is that, January 31st. And we're now sitting at 258.
And we go over to that S&P. You're going to see.
We're going to be at that 2,700
Yep.
by the time we end the program, man.
You very well may get an additional one.
So we just got to 2,702.
Yep. So let's see what you got. Did you just break this with volume 2? Yeah, you just did. So now you get another one. Okay, this is pretty cool. So we'll do this quick. So 27.25.
Perfect. 27.05.
20 bucks.
20 bucks.
20 bucks. That's still 26.98.
You got it.
26.98 is the next one, folks. We've just hit 27.02. Now, this is what the problem is if you're a bull. The problem is that now we're doing multiple ABC structures on the way down. When you do multiple ABC structures, either down or up, that is a real trend. That's a very fast acceleration. So, buyers beware. Bottom line, it looks to me like this thing, I was talking about yesterday, the slow turn.
Sure.
You had the slow turn inside the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, what the Qs had done yesterday, and this was the subtle move, is that the Qs actually got to a higher high, lighter volume, gave it up, and now we should see an expansion of volume out here today. And we're going to get it because we did 27 million yesterday, and we're already at 11.5 today.
Okay.
Stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up when our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks and his team. Then we're going to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Look at him, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.